All right, greetings and peace, everyone. Welcome to the C.R.S.A YouTube channel, and my name is Neo, and I'm here to share some info. And I want to be brief with this video right here. I want to talk to you real quick, something that I was thinking about as I was going on my daily jog around here in the high school. And I was thinking about like the past few years, looking at people who are so-called spiritually conscious. And I was thinking about how like me being highly into personal development, including spiritual development, which spiritual development is a part of personal development. It's included in it, because to me, I include personal development as an umbrella word for a variety of other things. And I've noticed that a lot of people who are sharing spiritual knowledge on YouTube fail to do a lot of their personal development work. I understand that there's a lot of people who definitely have the urge to share spiritual knowledge and their experiences, but at the same time, you have to have adequate psychological, emotional stability, and even adequate communication skills to be able to communicate what you're trying to communicate to the people, especially when it comes to information that they really need to hear, and they need to hear it in a way where they can comprehend it. And a lot of people do not even know how to communicate very well when it comes to sharing this spiritual knowledge. And I also have to tell you that the thing is, the ego that I've learned throughout my years of personal development, because I started my personal development journey like really actively since 2006. So I have great knowledge of personal development, and I have gotten very far and understood a lot of this ego. And the thing that I have learned, people, that this ego that was put into us, and it's a part of this human body and this human existence, it is very complex. I'm telling you. And for the people who've been watching Bobby Hemmett and Brother Panic, they definitely know what I mean by this. It's very complex, and it could have you thinking that you're really on a high spiritual level and that you're this high being, but yet you're speaking in a arrogant way. Like, I give you examples. It's this one guy that I was watching. This is one of the things that really got me over the edge to finally go ahead and talk about this. It's this one guy. He's very good in speaking about a lot of spirituality. However, at the same time, I've noticed that he consistently speaks of himself in the third person. He rarely ever says, well, he does says me, but he keeps speaking in third person. So that can be looked at as a variety of things, but for me, I really have a feeling that, oh, my arm is hurting. I really have a feeling that it is more likely a ego thing. And now there is a thing what I call egoic validation. All of us experience it in one shape or form. And me, when I started my YouTube channel, as far as when I switched it to what do you call it, the spiritual stuff and this relationship stuff, when I switched it to it, early on, I was still heavily in my ego. And early on, I was seeking to get information out, both to help people really understand spiritual knowledge that I have understood, but at the same time, me looking back on it now that I'm much more mature, I can see that a lot of that was still ego. It was egoic validation. And then when people get the feedback, that usually inflates their ego, and they really don't understand it. It's their ego that really gets inflated, and they don't know how to handle it. And then they keep going and going with these videos, and I can tell by reading the people's energy that they're still in their ego and they haven't really gotten out of it. So for me, what I recommend, I got my headphones right here. What I recommend to a lot of people is, what you got to do is you got to relax with the videos that you're putting out. Slow down and focus more on your personal development and really understanding your ego and what it is in the thoughts. Because what the ego, what it does is it provides us with a lot of self-serving thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, where it can look like we're trying to give information out to people for the sake of them, but it's really, if you're still in your ego, it's really validation for yourself to help inflate it. And when you have your ego in the way, it makes it very, very difficult for your higher spiritual consciousness, true higher spiritual consciousness, to come through, give you the information that you need to have for your life first and foremost, and then also information to share with other people. That is the reason why, for me, I tremendously slowed down the amount of videos that I put up on YouTube as I used to do in the past. And I only give out information that I feel people need to give out, and only do videos that I really feel is necessary. So now I don't feel, I'm unconcerned about getting videos out, a whole bunch of them out. Especially, I'm unconcerned about a lot of things that, well, I'm not even going to say that other part, but I'm just really relaxed now, much more calm, and I understand my ego much more than I ever have before. So really, really think about this, and really, really think about how you've been feeling to get this information out. Is it really you wanting to get it out, or is it really your ego that's just seeking validation? This is both males and females. And I'm telling you, there's a lot of people in this so-called spiritual conscious community of whatever race that really are in their ego. They're stuck in it, and you can tell it by the way that they express themselves in their videos. There's a lot of jerky energy. Some people are still, and the other one I want to say is, I can tell too, is by their mumbling. When you mumble, a lot of times that is a form of insecurity. I suffered from that in the past too, but the more I developed myself, my confidence, and my understanding of communication, and also spiritual consciousness, and how to get into a calm, relaxed state, and also especially when it comes to communicating information that I want to get across, it makes a big, big difference to be calm, relaxed, and you come across as mature, and the information comes through much more smoothly, as I am right now. Because in my other videos, it's a whole bunch of and I'm all over the place. Now I see the difference. I'm a lot more calm, much more mature now. So I just want you guys to really think about more your personal development before you continue to try to get this information out, the spiritual information out so much to people, so that they won't be trying to hook up with you when you're the one that have a lot of personal development to get done first and foremost, before you can actually try to help people. One thing I've understood throughout my years of personal development is to learn to help myself first and foremost, get myself stable, relaxed, mature, and understand as much spiritual consciousness and spirituality as possible before I can actually go ahead and start helping people. Now I'm much more prepared to help people with their personal development in general than I was before. So now I see a lot more people coming to me for personal development help, and especially, like, I got people all the way in Australia. I got a consistent client. He's way in Australia, coming to me for a lot of my subliminal audios that I create, custom subliminal audios that I create, subliminal audios that helps people with their mind conditioning, their new psychological conditioning. So if you're interested in that, that will be in the description, and you can also check out my NeoOneness Subliminals YouTube channel. That will be in the description. Check that out. So I just wanted to go ahead and get that across to help people really think about themselves before they start to try to be spiritual teachers, and even these dating coaches and relationship coaches. It is a lot of these YouTube teachers everywhere, but very few of them actually did real deal personal development work. All right, thank you very much. If this helped you in any form or way, definitely please click the like button so that this can get spread out more often throughout the YouTube. And it's a way of you supporting me in this video. And it's easy, just click that thumbs up. It's easy, just do that. If you would like more information about personal development, relationships, and spirituality, this is the channel to subscribe to. Thank you very much, and until next time.